Hello and welcome back to the TGG Empires campaign. We are doing level 3 and we have Split Pile Vassal Groundskeeper. Okay, that is Empires themed. I see it. Um anyway, here's our kingdom. We've got a 2-5 with Sentry on the board, so we're already off to a good start. Yeah, Sentry is the only trashing. The plus actions is Bustling Village. Okay, could take a little while there. We've got plus buy from Charm and Capital. Draw is Archive, and then there's potentially also Library or Royal Blacksmith if you get to the Bustling Villages, and I guess a little bit with Settlers as well. You can draw. Okay. Well, we're definitely going to open Settler's Sentry. That much is clear. And we don't trash any estates. Classic. Sentry Vassal is a thing. I wonder, should we just go ahead and get a Vassal? It is probably better than Silver. There's also all castles worth battlefield points. I don't know about that though. Not right now. The other thing though is, like, are we going to be playing with Archives? If we're playing with Archive, that this business gets a little, I don't know. Maybe it's fine. I don't really know. I mean, it's not like we currently have a terminal in our deck. Yeah, why don't we take a Vassal? Alright, well, we got one estate out of the way. I guess we'll leave the Vassal on top. I don't think there's any reason not to. We can take another one. Sure. I mean, I'd like to hit 5 again, for one thing. Well, we hit 7, but we didn't find our Sentry. Okay. So we could go ahead and take some plus buy. Could take another Sentry. I think I'd like to get a Charm. We can have a turn like this with Charm and pick up 2 5s. That'd be pretty nice. Oh, God. Okay, at least we got that going for us. Third Vassal right now seems aggressive. We could take a Seller. That could help us trash these damn estates. We could also just take another Settlers. Try to work our way towards the Bustling Village. I'm gonna say Settlers, I think. Yeah. Alright. I want to take an Archive. I think right now I'd rather have the second Sentry. Ah, we got one! And we have enough to do the gaming business. Alright. So this is probably Archive Charm. I think I'm getting to the point where I actually would be interested in taking Humble Castle. No, not the estate. Ah. We can just leave this here. I guess it gets discarded, of course. Alright. So we go 1 plus buy and 1 gain card. And we do... The other thing we could consider is getting more vassals. Like, Bustling Village is almost uncovered. Go, like... Archive, Charm, Vassal... Because I'm thinking, like, if we can get to Groundskeeper... Then we get a lot more points for getting that castle anyway. Yeah, let's do that. Should we just put the estate in hand now so that we can trash it sooner? I think so. Not like we need the settlers anyway. Alright, we pick up the charm here. What is that last card? Is it just a copper? Yeah, okay. So we could open up Bustling Village now. We need a plus buy to do that. And then we'll want to gain... Maybe we just go double gain and we get... a bunch of Bustling Villages. Oh, no, wait. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Right. That does not work. Shit. Huh. What do we do then? Maybe we do just go ahead and take Humble Castle this turn? I don't know. Like... We can do, like, it doesn't really make sense for us to open up either Groundskeeper or Bustling Village, given the charm situation. Is like, we're giving hand... I mean, they only have 1 charm, so it's not so bad, but it's still like... I think we just go, like, Archive, Double Charm, Humble Castle. We just really threaten to get all the stuff if they open the things up, and if they don't, well, we still have more payload. I guess I'll take the sentry. You drew the fucking estate. God damn. Discard both of these. Discard one of them. Let's discard them both. Hold a vassal and pick up the charm, maybe? Ugh. Maybe we should just do Sentry Archive this turn. I don't know that they're going to open it up for me. But we do have more, like, we do have the better deck, so, like... Dang it. So we pick up the charm. Ooh, we found it. Pick up charm again. We could just take a few castles this turn, get more battlefield points. How's this gonna work? We want to take... we'd want to take Crumbling, Small, Haunted, just 15. So if we do this... We don't have enough for it. Okay. It would be good to get the last archive, too. We could do this, and then we could do, like, gain, and get just the Crumbling Castle. Even if we get attacked by Haunted Castle, I guess it doesn't actually matter that much. Should we take another charm with our archive? I guess we could go archive charm sentry. We could take a capital. I'm not loving that, though. Well, got the Crumbling Castle in hand. Dang it. It's conceivable that we could just win the game this turn. This has got to be Sentry. Hey. So what would be involved? We'd have to hit 12 to get like 2 charms, and then we'd have to play 4 charms on top of that. That does seem tough. Wow. Oh, there goes some charms. Alright. We're definitely going to take Haunted Castle. That much is clear. You could just get to 15, and then... we could just empty the battlefield points. It's so weird that, like, how this ended up, but it... yeah, it just doesn't make sense to, like, break into the lower half of these piles. We could do gain a card if we want a gold. Get Haunted Castle gold. But I think we want to just take an estate, actually. Right? Like, Opulent. If we got to Sprawling, that'd be one thing, but... oh, and also we're going to get a gold with the Haunted Castle anyway. Yeah, just having all the battlefield points seems like a good thing. Not as powerful as, you know, like, if we had Groundskeepers, it wouldn't be so impactful, but as long as Groundskeepers aren't getting revealed... now we could potentially end the game on castles. I don't know if we can get enough money for that, but maybe. So Haunted Castle is worth 3. Trashing it is worth 1. I think we trash it. I mean, we might be able to win this turn anyway, and then it potentially doesn't matter, but if we end up discarding stuff that we then want to play with Vassal, not having it in the discard will help, so... alright, we definitely trashed that. Archive... we might actually want to hold off on that. Try to maximize how much stuff we can put into our hand. On the other hand... yeah, nah, it probably doesn't make sense. Okay. We're not going to be able to play Opulent and Vassal, but I guess Opulent's only giving us 2 coins anyway. So... whatever. Alright. Oh! We actually have it. Okay. I didn't think we were going to... Oh wait, that's only 2 piles. Well. Okay. So maybe that's actually not... But it probably is still what we should do, right? Like... Seems pretty good. Unless, like... Hold on. We go buy coins, gain. We can't quite empty on charms and sentries, right? We buy a charm, we get 3 sentries. We buy another charm, and we're, you know, getting short. Unless I'm missing something. 4 charms. Yeah, I mean, if we had one more charm in hand instead of the silver, it would work, but yeah, I think we're just gonna take the 2 castles. That ought to be good enough. And also the king's castle's worth kind of a lot of points. And now all we need is 2 charms. Yeah, the problem with the capitals is, like, you need it... Like, it's gonna be at its best when it's, like, a one-time thing where you have reach at the end of the game, but it's really hard. Like, the deck is just not powerful enough for that here. And, like, yeah, now they get 2 provinces, and now they have 12 debt, so, like... yeah, not a great situation there. We trash the crumbling castle. It's not even technically worth trashing. I guess at this point I won't. I mean, we're gonna win either way, right? It doesn't matter, but... It's fine. We get more money from the opulent castle. Guess we could play that as our terminal. There's no reason to gain 3 cards. We can buy a duchy and get our 2 charms. And then we can buy a province and an estate. That is the first time I've done that? Really? That seems so unlikely. What? Okay. There's certainly something to be taken away from that, though, like about Sentry. Yeah, we definitely could have built a more powerful deck if we'd cracked these things open, and it's possible that at the point where they only had 1 charm, it would have been worth it. You know, having the plus actions, having the groundskeepers, those both would have been nice, but... and I guess the AI knew better than to do it, unfortunately. I was hoping it wouldn't. But you still would give the other, you know, like, give them first cracks. Like, even with only 1 charm, if they can get, like, 2 of them before I get any, like, even if I get more of them, it's still not... I mean, I guess more so, that's more applicable to Bustling Village than the Groundskeeper. Like, for Groundskeeper, if they get 2 and I get 3, I mean that should just be better regardless of the fact that they get them sooner. With Bustling Village, that's not so clear, right? Like, because for one thing, you're not going to need that much terminal space anyway, and for another, you're obviously like being able to play it first, like you accrue the value faster. I mean, honestly, there's not that many terminals in this deck or on this board, like period, that you're like caring about. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't even be a big deal regardless, but it still would have been. I don't know. Certainly would have played differently to crack those open, but it's like it's also kind of like, why mess with a good thing, right? It's like, we're ahead. We've got, why disrupt the equilibrium where we're just like winning the game by changing the situation in that way. But yeah, we got a lot more VP chips because we got all 12 of the battlefield points, and no, we didn't. No, they did get a little bit, right? So this is where we took the last 6. They bought, yeah, that's right. They bought Small Castle and they got 2. I got Humble earlier for 2, and then got Crumbling for another 2. So we took 10 out of, we had a net of 8 over them from that, plus, a few VP chips from Grand. But I guess we also trashed more. Yeah, they still had 3 coppers left. I kept complaining about Sentry not trashing certain cards, or us finding those cards, but eventually we did actually trash them all. So yeah. Anyway, interesting kingdom. Like, you don't necessarily expect like Vassal and Charm to be particularly playing nicely together, but it worked out with the help of Sentry and Archive. 3 Vassals, 8 Charms. We actually split the Archives. That's a little surprising. Maybe I didn't take enough. I mean, there was a point where I was like overdrawn and was not prioritizing it, but it's possible that I should have tried harder to take more Archives. I think 2 Archives. I think I gained the last Archive here, so I had 4 Archives and they had 3, and then got a 4th and a 5th. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I probably could have ended up with more than 5 if I'd tried to. If I'd been like, oh, this is the key card. I mean, obviously it was fine, but anyway, moving on next time to level 4. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.